Hey everyone, so I'm going to talk about good tank mates in my opinion for a beta in a 2.5 gallon tank. Now, I do not recommend putting a beta in anything less than a 2.5 gallon tank. The one in front of you is technically a 2.3 gallon or so the company says it is. To me, it actually almost seems to be about 3 gallon. Yeah, so these would be good tank mates for a 2.5 gallon tank or bigger, of course. So first is the Ghost Shrimp. And I actually have one of them in here, as you can see, swimming right there. They make excellent tank mates for a beta in almost any size tank. They are very good at eating a little bit of algae, but they're best at eating leftover food. That is their biggest thing, is they'll eat any uneaten food that your beta does not get. Of course, that is as long as you're not crazy overfeed your beta. They'll pick up anything that is left over, but I would still recommend feeding them at least every now and then, like a bottom feeder pellet. That way they do not die on you. You can put quite a few of them in a 2.5 gallon tank as well. So they make excellent beta tank mates. Next would be, to a lesser extent, is cherry shrimp. Now they actually come in different colors. Most commonly is red, but you can actually get them in, I believe, blue. I want to say there's a black one. There's a yellow. There's a whole bunch of different colors that you can find. Of course, now red is the least rare. That's the one you're going to find most commonly. Other ones are going to be a bit more rare, harder to find, and then, of course, they're going to cost more. Now the red cherries are usually about $3 each. Of course, depends on where you go to, but I've seen them from $3 and up. So they're a lot more expensive. Ghost shrimp are about 50 cents each. Now, cherry shrimp do not get as big as the ghost shrimp do, and because of this, betas are more likely to eat them. So, always be aware of that your beta might eat the cherry shrimp. Otherwise, they're just like the ghost shrimp. They'll eat uneaten food. They'll eat a little bit of algae as well. And again, you should be feeding them some sort of bottom feeder pellet or like an algae wafer every now and then, just to make sure they get enough food for themselves. Then the last thing that I would recommend for a 2.5 gallon tank is a nearite snail. Now I'm saying nearite snail and not other snails because they cannot, their eggs cannot hatch in freshwater tanks, which means you will not end up with 50 billion of them. So as many as you put in there is as many as you are going to get, which is very cool about nearite snails. They come in a whole bunch of different varieties as well. My favorite are the horned ones. They just look really cool with their little spiky horns and stuff. Again, they will eat algae for you. They will somewhat eat uneaten food as well, but they're more of an algae eater. And again, you want to be feeding them algae wafer pellets, or algae wafers, excuse me, to supplement them so that way they do not perish on you. Yeah, so there are, what is that, three recommendations for a beta tank mate in a tank that is 2.5 gallons. And of course, if you have a bigger tank, these can go in that tank as well with your beta. And of course, every beta is going to be different. So you might have a beta like mine who does not mind any other type of tank mate. I mean, I've had the cherry shrimp in with him that were very small, and he did not bother them whatsoever. You see, I have a ghost shrimp in there now, doesn't bother them. Snails, it doesn't bother. But then on the other hand, you might get a beta that is very territorial and will kill and eat everything you put in the tank. So of course, always use caution with any tank mates that you want to put in with your beta. Alright, thanks for watching, guys. Have yourselves a good one. Goodbye.